Today I will be talking about the Higgs field. What is it? What it can do? What can it do? How important is this thing, this field that permeates throughout the universe? This field, in theory, can give particles their mass when they interact with one another. This discovery was made back in 2012. Peter Higgs and his team of researchers. This discovery was first made back in the 1960s when physicists were still trying to understand how particles got their mass. They studied the behavior of particles. And then they were trying to get a better in-depth understanding because, well, that field was still new to them. They used the equations rooted from quantum physics and quantum mechanics. Then they just had this realization. What if there was an invisible field that explains the particle's mass? That's when they realized a pattern started to form. This pattern started to become more symmetrical, more feasible to understand. When I say symmetrical, I mean like it's a way for how the universe and nature and how all of it's balanced. Now, just to let everyone know, I'm more of a biologist and a physicist, so please make sure to bear with me, and I'm sorry if it may come out wrong, so, But in any case, in symmetry, it reflects a fundamental property of the laws of nature. For example, certain transformations, such as translation or rotation, they do not change their underlying physics, allowing researchers to simplify complex systems and foresee the outcomes based on these invariant patterns. Okay, so in layman's terms, it provides a framework that to understand the consistency and predictability of the universe across a variety of scales and situations. Now, back to the Higgs field. The Higgs field can also be called the Higgs boson, or its informal name, the God particle. The bosons are particles, that carry energy and forces throughout the universe. Hence the name Higgs boson. Bosons, or the particle, can become can also be sometimes known as a force carrier, but I'll explain that in another video. The particles with the Higgs field, the experiment was taking place in Switzerland, still trying to unravel and unmap the secrets of the Higgs field. With the ATLAS and CMS, which are detectors that analyze the results of the very particle collisions that take place inside of a large hadron collider. With the discovery of the Higgs field, it helps us understand everything about our universe, from how it interacts with matter, and opens us up to our understanding from the Big Bang and know more about its secrets that may contribute more discoveries to science itself. The Higgs field plays a pivotal role in our universe. The Higgs field is a fundamental field to us because by giving mass to its particles, it enables the existence of matter, stars, plants, and life itself possible. The Higgs field also has a constant non-zero value throughout the entire universe, which again gives mass to particles. One thing to note is that only the Higgs field is non-zero. To our current knowledge, most fields are just zero. For example, electromagnetism. Essentially what that means is that only the Higgs field is that number because of its unique property of giving mass to its particles. And for the rest, it's just the same constantly throughout the universe. Regarding the Higgs field, there are two vacuums, true and false. True vacuums exist at a global minimum and is stable. In a false vacuum, it exists in a local minimum of energy and is metastable, meaning it has an uncertain stability that can easily be disturbed. In false vacuum decay, it's basically or essentially an idea that the universe is metastable, could potentially transition to a lower energy state. Imagine a mountain as energy. If the Higgs field were to somehow move to a lowest energy field, like you're running down a hill or rolling down a hill, that's what I'd done as a kid for fun. But besides that, the Higgs field would change dramatically. The new the new stable field would spread to the rest of the universe. This would irreversibly change the very laws of physics itself of the universe that would annihilate everything in its path. Even Hawking quoted that the Higgs field could potentially destroy the universe. But just remember, it's just a theory, an idea. They aren't too certain to know more of its true nature of the Higgs field, but it could be a possibility. The likely cause would be quantum tunneling. Scientists, as of today, are still looking into the Higgs field. That can open up new doors to our understanding. And finally, I hope you all learned more about the Higgs field that I mentioned today. And I hope you learned something new that I just taught you and exciting. Besides, the theory about the world ending is kind of insane if you think about it, but do not fret or even panic about it. It's just an idea that scientists were still researching and looking up, and the Higgs field is still currently being researched and being studied as I speak right now. So thank you for having this time with me, and until next time, I'll explain more on this channel. Laters.